bike here for you guys. Alright, come back here. Testing this out. See how it goes. Alright, how about right there? How's that sound? A little bit closer. How about that? How about that? Is that good? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, it still sound kind of quiet for some reason. Alright. Alright, so hopefully this works a little bit better. Sorry guys, I haven't streamed in a while here. I'm just kind of reorganizing things. Yeah, so my stream got disabled like 7 months ago. It was reinstated like about 3 months ago, but I've been too busy with summer and whatnot. I've done a couple streams, but not full streams. But I'm definitely glad to be back, guys. Like, I haven't broadcasted in a while, and I'm definitely glad to get this game out because I've been super excited for this game. Like, oh man, it looks like it's gonna be great. I got to turn it on myself. I was listening to myself so I could make sure I could hear myself clearly in my headphone, but it's making it difficult to do it. But yeah, I'm really glad to be broadcasting again. I was wondering what game I should start with. I was thinking Gears of War 5, but to be honest, never played the Gears of War series. Played a couple of them here and there, so didn't really feel like it. But this one I felt like is going to be a good game to kind of restart my broadcast with. So I guess without further delay, it's been about, I don't know, a little bit me testing. I'm actually going to quickly restart the broadcast and restart it here. Welcome to the Outer Worlds with Pobobaked, Part 1, 1080p. Hope you guys enjoy as much as I do. In my first broadcast in 7 months, I think. Yeah, about 7 months. My last game was Division 2. I can't remember what game I was streaming. I was streaming one, actually I think it was Red Dead Redemption. I was streaming it, and then I thought I stopped streaming it, and I started watching Breaking Bad. And halfway through the episode, or I don't know how long, I realized I was still streaming, so I shut it off. But by then it was too late. They already hit me with a strike to temporary stop my streaming for a little bit. They gave me 90 days, but I'm back now. I did a couple of streams earlier, like Gears 5 and whatnot, but I didn't really feel like going through them fully. To be honest, not my type of game. But this one I'm super excited for, like beyond excited for. So, without further delay, let's jump right into it. guys can kind of hear my clicking. Let me see if I can raise this. And hopefully that doesn't affect my volume, well, my voice volume. Oh, no, my voice volume sounds alright. Alright, cool. So I got another my earbud in, making sure that this first little bit goes smooth, because there's been a couple times where I've streamed and haven't checked first, and my whole stream was just messed up. I'll probably mess with those once I get inside, see what kind of how to actually want on or off. Okay, it's gonna be one of these games. There's a couple of games that for some reason stretches my game really far when I stream. Tale of Elgato. So I have to... I don't know how to make the screen tinier. Some games let you change the screen size. I feel like this is not going to be one of them. Use this mode if you enjoy story mode. If you enjoy story more than combat. In story mode, enemies have less health and do less damage. This is recommended mode for your first play session. In normal mode, enemies have standard health and damage. This mode is for players who are looking for an extra challenge. In hard mode, enemies have more health and do more damage. Supernova is a hardest difficulty and only can be selected at the start of a game and is recommended for advanced players. Supernova mode adds additional challenges in the game. Commands can die permanently. You must eat, drink, and sleep to survive. Crippled body and limb conditions can only be healed with bed rest. Weapons and armor work very poorly at 0 durability. Ooh, that sounds intense. Well, too hard for now. Hopefully it's not too hard. Conversation subtitles. Back. Alright, cool, we're in.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Oh, so I can... Oh, I watched a thing about this.
Ooh, they must have been feeding you Spacer's choice rations. You won't be quite so boring after you've saved the entire colony.
I have to put on my glasses. These words are tiny. Affected. I might have to put my glasses on. Shit. Alright, give me a second, guys. Oh, I gotta get my glasses. Oh, I can't read that.
Next.
Alright, I'm back. I have to clean them off. That's way better. Improves your natural health regeneration, affected skills 200 melee. Lie, Steak, medical engineering, determination. Charm effects, reputation, faction reputation, and companion ally cooldowns. Affected skills: persuade, lie, intimidate, hack, science, inspiration.
Some people are rough around the edges. You're serrated. I bet you could fall yourself with sheer rage.
Oh, just very high.
I bet you're going to be very popular in this colony. Oh, you look better than my anatomy chart. You're easy to like. Should come in handy if you're stopped by a guard.
Like, I kind of want to be the guy that talks my way out of everything.
I bet you could fall yourself with sheer rage.
Okay.
Very low likelihood of explosive cell death.
Not sure how much strength is actually going to count.
You could survive on the surface of Tartarus briefly. If I had this one's charisma, people might actually talk to me.
Points placed in a core skill immediately will increase specialized skills.
A steady hand at the helm. Like barking orders? Good. We're used to being bossed around. You could make a vicar doubt the law.
Oh, I could be that guy. Oh, shit. You got really tiny words though. Man, my eyes are real bad. Even with these glasses, I have to move forward. Sorry if I sound distant. I'm just trying to look at these.
I'll have to ask you for a good cysty pig recipe.
Get some nice good cheeks there. Hopefully I have some decent long hair. I hate when games have like no long hair. Looks like this is the best I'm gonna get. I don't like that, that's just too short. Really big eyeballs.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
I'm gonna take a hoot for this cutscene as well as smoke a hoot. Well, take a hoot and also be quiet for this cutscene.
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump. Shit. Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see. Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck.
Ooh.
Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were you? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Oh shit.
You've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in Law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh?
Well, sure he won't mind. He's dead.
I've gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing.
Before we continue further, let's turn that off for now. Don't want to be disturbed while I'm playing this. Looks like the HUD is pretty well hidden, which I like. I'm not a fan of big bulky HUD. May get rid of some things, but it looks like it's pretty well out of the way, which is nice. Oh, hello. Little creature. Where you going? We come say hi. Oh, there's another one. Oh, you're so cute. Probably gonna grow up to a deadly creature and try to kill me. But for now, you're cute. And you sound cute too. I don't know. That's probably how I would die in real life. Like, oh, look at that little cute little new creature I've never seen before. And I don't know what it's gonna do. Just get eaten. Oh, hey. Oh. He is dead. He seems to be missing some feet. Wonder if I missed anything back there. I don't think I did. It's pretty linear. Yeah. Goes invisible like that? I don't like that. Oh. Yeah, like they're making alerted sounds. Let's just get out of here. Hey, little dude. Oh.
You see now, you've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
What was that? That didn't seem good at all. Oh, let's... Can I drop that far? I feel like I do got like 11 med packs.
Hey, you, come here.
Alright, I guess.
You've
What's
tried
up?
the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stinks. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
I don't care. How are you feeling, dude?
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hothead
With
pilot their
guns.
spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Oh shit. Persuade 1. I've got a better idea. Give me your gun, and I'll go for help. Lie 1. Someone grounded their ship illegally. I'll hunt them down for you. Intimidate. You're an idiot. Give me your gun before you get yourself.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy. Thanks for patching me up.
I think y'all know what I'm about to do. Oh. Okay. Kind of figured that's kind of what would happen. Let's just get some reputation decreased. But I think for now, I'll try to be a respectable person. What the f... I didn't mean to heal. I would reload because I don't want to waste any. So this is one of those games. Oh, kind of like the Fallout games where... I don't know, for me, if I used like a medipack just then, I'd be like, oh no, I only got 11, I'm just gonna have to quickly reload. Oh. Sorry, dude. I blew up a barrel.
Hear me? What in the hell? This...
Hibernation complications detected. Tactical time dilation. Okay, I'm gonna have to move forward for this. Sorry guys if I sound distant. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation (TDD) button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have limited time in this mode. Standing will drain your TDD meter very slowly. Moving and attacking drains it faster. The TDD meter refreshes slowly over time. Okay. Sounds dope. Oh, get out of here! I should have put it on my blade as well. Oh man. Hey, give me that. You can have up to 4 weapons equipped at a time by navigating to the weapon, then selecting the weapon slot at the top of the screen. On this page, you can also inspect your weapon, compare them, flag them as junk, or break them down for parts. Players with engineering skill can repair weapons on the screen as well. Take care of your TLNL weapons, and they'll take care of your enemies. Okay. At least now I'm prepared. Where'd that guy go though? Oh, there he is. Oh, I need 5. Come on, dude, turn around. Oh, yeah, get here. Hey, get over here, buddy. Where you going? Oh, crap. I probably shouldn't have ran after him with a knife. That slow-mo was really cool, though. I'll definitely have to use that more often. I like how it's got like an actual little aimer around it, so you can clearly shoot the part of the body you want, mainly the head. Oh! What? Okay. Oh, dude! I took his legs off! What? That's awesome. You have a new item. It's just another sword. I don't need it. Alright, I'm gonna save after this so I don't have to collect all this stuff again. I have to get used to that. I remember doing that in Fallout. Search up building and then save just in case. Go ahead and save. Hopefully I have a quick save added at some point. Not sure if I can do sneak kills. I'm gonna find out here. I don't even think this guy knew what just happened. Oh, he heard it though. What the?
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Talk to the lieutenant. She's certified in customer service.
Certified in customer service. I like it.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Call on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stuff like that. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Ah, yeah. Oh, she moving right in.
I just gained a fine bonus.
You guys don't mind if I scavenge these bodies, do you? Who am I kidding? You guys don't mind.
Marauders, deserters, illegal landing. What is this colony coming to?
Primal Behemoth. Oh, I'm barely doing anything to this. Oh, it's gonna chuck a rock at me. Oh, there's minions. Oh, this was a bad idea. This was such a bad idea. Oh no, I am going to die. Oh no. Oh man. That was a bad idea. I didn't expect for his two little homies to come around the corner with little boulders as well. Ready to mess me up. I'll be back for those dudes. Primal Behemoth.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Oh, good luck.
Please be be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Is it now?
All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder. Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder. Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move.
Oh my goodness. Are you then? I'm taking your soda. Or your beer. You see that? He said you had nothing to take.
Marauder, please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value. Please be advised that using the respecification machine will not make you a better person.
Oh my god. Okay. So exactly.
Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold's workbench. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Jettison procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4,
Uh-oh.
3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time. The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
I might do that one next. Maybe to have decent dodge and defense. Maybe, I don't know. I do like that though. Increase my sneak, hack. Save that for now. Yeah, I know.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Oh crap, that's the first time I lied. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. One of your weapons or armor items is broken. And that minimum effectiveness. Oh, it's this one. I'll go back to the ship and repair my shotgun really quick. Maybe not actually, nah, because I'll probably get a new shotgun quick. I'll save it for now. Shit. Oh. Damn. That's pretty. I was gonna say I didn't see those guys and keep going.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Hey, I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then junior interment engineer. Oh, and I was a junior burial assistant for a time. The rate I've been working, I'm bound to earn a promotion. Must be about 50, 60 burials away from associate in humor. Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one... all my life? Work's been real good to me.
What? Carry the one all my life?
Problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, braving the wilds. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly
A stripling?
Is there a reason you asking? Hope's just a rumor, friend. Ancient rumor at that. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you. Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and Colony that, but you need to stop. or there's gonna be trouble. Trouble's in the asking. Board don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I. Something I can do for you? Yeah? Former people, yeah. Marauder's been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
Huh? What? I wasn't dozing off.
What? I wasn't dozing off.
Don't know if I'll get in trouble for taking that shovel, so I'm not gonna take it. I'm just gonna go back through the main door. Just want to see what was out here, but looks like there's multiple entrances to this place. And I'm guessing this is like the main entrance, so I'm gonna go through here. Get the main entrance experience. Don't think you made it.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
Okay.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
Full set of gold teeth? It don't even look like you have a lot. Like,
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene. You know about Eugene? How? You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom. representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I? Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Well, that worked. I wonder if I'll get in trouble. Probably. I'm not gonna steal crap. I want to steal the crap, but I can't.
Spacers, keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Oh. Okay.
And your rations yet?
Yep. 2 whole cans of salt tuna.
Somebody's been rambling about some colony ship. Wonder what that's about.
I don't have time for this.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery.
I don't know you.
Well.
The Unreliable, you say? Never heard of any company supply ship with that particular name. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here. You really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand. Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you? Go ahead. The Hope? No, I've never mixed a drink by that name. I could get you a rum and something if you like. Wait, no, never mind. We're all out of something. Yeah, I got vague recollections of some folklore about a mysterious colony ship. You feeling a bit flushed? Look, why don't you go set yourself down in the corner before you get all tangle-footed? Then pretend you're drunk. Sober folk don't talk the way you are. Not unless they're looking for a trip to Tartarus. The Hope's folklore, all right? 60, 70-year-old folklore by now. The board don't approve of spreading seditious rumors and falsehoods. You're inviting trouble talking that way, and I don't want a part of it. Either shut your gob or stick a drink in it. We're done talking about this. Coming right up. Oh, plague got you feeling woozy? Get yourself boozy with Spacer's Choice. Go ahead. Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum. Coming right up. You try. Go ahead. I don't see how that's any of your business. You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I disabused myself. What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming? I woke up. I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you gonna pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing 0G? Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that I am grateful. They did. They gave me a life. Gave me a purpose. This is where I belong. What's wrong with that? It's good, honest work. Pots and pans don't scrub themselves. Glasses don't fill themselves either. Unless you're in Byzantium. I hear everything's automated there. Not that I'll ever find out. Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours. So, what's your story? That right? Prove it. Sounds as if you've been keeping questionable company. Or spinning a tale? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon.
Take that stuff.
I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking. Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Sounds like he's already told you. May as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work, that's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. I'll do what I can. You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand. I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly. I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy. More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough. So you'll do it then? You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. I probably shouldn't tell you, Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. All right, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better. That's all I can ask of you.
Oh, snap. I forgot. Oh, officer, nothing going on. Nothing suspicious.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Nothing I can do about that.
What do you think you're doing?
No one will know. This actually wasn't even here.
A friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
We should keep our voices
Get out of here! Oh crap. Oh, hang on. That's cool though. I have my persuasion high enough that I can persuade people not to do anything about it. Ain't that right?
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller. As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity. His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual? You're correct. An outstanding bounty has been posted for information pertaining to the whereabouts of Phineas B. Wells. Unfortunately, the arrest of Mr. Wells falls outside my authority. I enforce the company policy of Spacer's Choice in the region of Emerald Vale. Wells is wanted by the board. If you have information related to the location of Phineas B. Wells, you are required to submit that information to your nearest board authority. I represent Spacer's Choice. Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which is itself a member of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Also, I specialize in processing fingerprints. So unless you're carrying Wells's finger on you, there's not a lot I can do for you. Something to report? As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity. If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life. I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serve Spacer's Choice. Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat on the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, also known as the Board. I must admit it bothers me that you don't already know this. Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. The bureaucracy is a noble profession, but not all of us are gifted enough to serve in it.
A friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't fixed it.
Let the boss catch you saying that.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Take something outside the walls.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet. You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. He's up in his tower above the cannery. Go right ahead. Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor. You have got the wrong idea about me. I've got nothing that needs hiding. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness, but the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry. Survival of the fittest. It ain't just the law of nature, it's company policy. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work. Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded. What? Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now? It's, fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2. You are condescending to me, and I do not care for it. I am lucky to have my work, lucky to be alive. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed? Go right ahead. Other than yourself? Definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here. I'd keep a few paces between myself and Miss Holcomb, the town mechanic, since her dear father left the workforce. No ill intent in her, mind. Just a queer sort, restless, scatterbrained, inclined to do first and think after, if you take my meaning. Amelia. Definitely Amelia Kemp. I advise against stepping foot in her drinking establishment altogether. Word is, they're gonna replace her with an auto mechanical barkeep. She's, what's the word? Obsolete. You don't want to associate yourself with that kind of person.
Damn, this guy's cold.
Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very... I take umbrage with your choice of phrase. We ain't sick, we're rugged. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that. Spend enough time in the Spacer's Choice family, and you will come to understand. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value. It is better than fair. It's company policy.
Something got you down?
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you around here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above professionals.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town. They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. Selling? No. It is free for all who seek it. I'm sorry you don't find these tried and true words of wisdom to your liking. The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan. The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson. You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us. We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything.
The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves, after a fashion. I would love to discuss the finer points of my religion with you. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation. Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious. Marauders are about. Though if you are planning on venturing outside, I do have a proposition that may interest you. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
Brutal.
Safer inside the walls.
Hey, you hear about Wilson? Almost lost a finger in the canyon.
You tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk to you? He's a busy man. You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down. It is a good thing. If you're not pulling your weight, you don't deserve to live here. Simple as that. Go ahead. Suppose I did. Ready to talk about it? What's there to figure out? Stands to reason you work for a company. You ain't Spacer's Choice. Could be you're with Auntie Cleo. That's exactly the kind of crazy talk that comes from an overabundance of sobriety. Well, good luck trying to figure yourself out. Sounds like you'll need it.
The hell? Oh, those aren't even missions. Oh, I thought there was a mission in there. Cool elevator music.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize.
Sorry, I'm hoping that I can sit there and listen to the whole conversation. I might not be able to. It's wondering if it's because I got too close. But I thought he was gonna like kill her or something. To be honest, the way he kind of just ignored that I was there. Yeah, I'll just stay right here, up against the wall.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry.
Just gonna mute my mic while I take a hoot.
You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Oh, that answers my question on whether the conversation would continue.
Seems we've got a guest. Really, buddy, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the tech transformer. Doesn't it likely to be keen on dismantling it?
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. So.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great!
Hell yeah!
And diagnosticators,
Company!
and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Cool.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Fuck you, Mr. Thompson. Okay, let's go.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Like the whole building?
We better... Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me.
Nope.
It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters. On account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Ah, crap. I'm gonna feel guilty. I already felt guilty as soon as he said there's gonna be people. I was like, oh, man.
Books are for rich folk. I wonder what he wants with something like that. About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. We used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Foreman Granger, mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
What?
I'm pretty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard.
Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all, may his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
That sucks though. Just like, can you imagine just finding like two or three dead bodies within like a week or something like that? Just having to pay for all those dead bodies. Let's see what's in here. Should probably go snooping through somebody's computer. I didn't do anything. Alright, just close the door behind you. See on that other side of this building? Ah, crap.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies. Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Some tuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw. A few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. The scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing. Go on. You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
I'm pretty sure.
Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace us. First, they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
I'll be back for your gravesite fees. I'll do this for you so you don't get, just in case you get mad at me and don't want to do this mission anymore.
Aw, he knows it. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Reminder, this unit.
Attacking! Don't mess with us.
Cool.
On my way. I'm going. Coming.
Bring us honor, soldier. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
I'm gonna quickly save and then tell him the bad news.
Bring us honor, soldier. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling. Mechanical repellent. A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple of bits for just such a project.
Oh man. Just lying all over the place today. Here. Taste the freedom.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
You know what? You go stay out there.
Sure.
And we're not gonna close the door.
Okay. In a jiff.
Manti pillar examined. I think it's. Oh, it like. What? It's got like different stages. That's really cool. Might as well talk to this guy about his.
Hey, lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? Yeah? What about him? Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we were supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away, vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead. Let me know if you find anything. You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, he's probably gonna report that dude now. I'm trying to look out to see where you find a repetition. Oh, it's right there.
Bring us honor, soldier. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig. There's a workbench right through this door. Attach that unit to your favorite weapon and go forth into glorious battle. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson. I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module. If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Oh, thanks, dude. Alright. Well, I'm actually going to call an end to this broadcast. It's about almost 1 a.m. I'm really tired. Kind of barely holding it. My eyeballs awake. As much as I want to continue playing this. This is definitely really, really pretty. And whatnot. And I love dialogue choices and be able to persuade, lie, all sorts of things. I'm really curious to see, where this game goes from here and whatnot. But oh man, I can't continue any longer. I'm just really tired. Oh, it's almost done. So I may do some Call of Duty. I may broadcast that for like an hour, even though I say I'm tired. But depending on how I feel after I eat, sometimes I get a little spurt of energy after I eat. Sometimes. Anywho, this has been The Outer Worlds with Pobobaked Part 1. Hope you guys enjoy as much as I did. I'm definitely enjoying it so far. It's not bad. You stay there.
Alright, I'm on the move.
And then, actually, right there.
Gotcha.
Cool. But yeah, have yourself a good night. Tune in tomorrow for some more Outer Wilds. I can't really say. Next time I've got some stuff I have to do, property manager wise. Not looking forward to it actually. Can't really discuss it, but I guess it wouldn't be much. Yeah, yeah, so I have to unfortunately evict someone tomorrow. First time I'm doing it. I feel bad about it. I'm not looking forward to it. Really not. Yeah. Anywho, I should be on. I'm gonna try to say 5ish, 4 or 5ish p.m. Mountain Time, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, just stay tuned tomorrow. I'll be on for sure, playing some more Outer Worlds again. Try to get through this because it's just, oh man, it just seems like it's gonna be one hell of a story, and I really want to see how far my dialogue choices affect the game. And like I've already lied to a couple people about my name, so I'm kind of curious to see if at some point they're like, "Hey, you're not this person." But we'll see. Be curious. And combat. Oh man, the combat's pretty fresh too. I like the slow time. It's pretty good. I'm hoping that I can extend that. I probably can through perks or something. I don't know. I'll have to look at that later. But overall, good experience so far. But have yourself a good night or day, and peace out, my dudes.